Hey, Miriam. Hello, hello, Margaret. How are you guys doing this evening? Margaret, you're fast. Just wait for a couple more people to come on. Hey, Joseph. Phew, Friday evening, guys. Friday evening. Happy weekend. Last week's live was rather nice. Clear spirit, it begins. Indeed it does. Hey, Rachel, how are you doing? Hello, Aya. Nice to see you here. Been a while. Just trying to find my space here on Facebook while we tag those who wanted to be tagged in our post. If you're here and you got friends who are in the group, tag them. Luxor, where are we? Here we go. Oopsie. Natalie, jy het dit gemaak. Welkom terug. Ek het gewonder of jy sal vanaand kuier. How's my Afrikaans? It's really bad. I haven't practiced in a long time. Hey, Stephanie. Here we are. Bad. Alrighty. We've got 10 people. Say hello when you come on so that we can see who's here. Ek het my braai onderbreek om hier te wees. Ag, you can braai afterwards. I love it when a fellow South African is in the group. It's so great. Gooi daai Afrikaans. I'm trying. I'm trying. Yee-hee. Okay, so if you're here, just you know, drop your name, say hi. Hey, Lexi. What language is that, Aya? It's Afrikaans. It's one of South Africa's official languages, and we have a number of them. Ek moet meer oefen, maar ek kan mengels 'n bietjie praat. You know, I practice mingles. Cool. So if you guys have questions, you can drop them in the comments for me and I'll go through them with you. Anything related to shadow alchemy. We've been doing Luxor lives for a number of weeks now, and you guys should really go into the earlier ones that I did this month. There were some really potent ones going on there. It's always a lot of fun. Mengels, is that a new official language in the Republic of Cape Town? I don't know if it's a Cape Townian thing. I think an Afrikaans guy from Benoni probably started it, you know, where all the interesting things begin. Benoni. Hey, Judith. Hey, Madelain. Again, another language with your son. We learn Afrikaans at school. It does sound similar to German and to Dutch. Yeah, they have similar roots. You are from Benoni, Natalie? Like Charlize Theron. She's also from Benoni. Okay, drop your questions. Tag your friends. Lekker oorstand hier. Gaat hy know? Okay, now that I need a translation for. What do you mean? East Rand here. East Rand, you're in the East Rand. Okay, got it. Right. So Rachel, my darling, unless you guys have any questions for me, drop them and then we'll begin with the questions that you may have. Otherwise, we're going to get stuck right in tonight. Nice East Rand here. It is now, yes. So we've got Natalie, we've got 14 people on, so say hi if you're here. We've got Natalie, we've got Judith, we've got Aya, we've got Lexi, and we've got Stephanie. So Rachel, we could get this party started. And we've got Miriam. And Susan. Hey, Susan. Hey, Jennifer. Okay, great. More people are showing up. Hey, Mary Frances. How are you doing since we last did a live together? I would really like an update in the group from you to see what's transpired since we spoke the last 10 minutes we had together. Hey, Layla. Ooh, Susan Mortensen. Don't ask Susan, just tell her. So let me go through how it works. Every Friday, Rachel picks 3 people. Hey, Laurie. And from those 3 people who she mentions, you drop me a DM in my inbox on Facebook. I'm going to copy my Zoom link. Once you message me, I'm going to drop the Zoom link in your DM. And then you click on the link and you join me on Zoom and we go for 10 minutes for some shadow alchemy, also known as the electrocution hot seat. All right, so from the people who are already here, go ahead and choose 3 people for me, Rachel. I not do the biased choosing, you know? I let Rachel do it. How do you like my English Russian accent? Aya, you are number 1, darling. So drop me a quick DM. Let me copy my Zoom link over here for you. I got to remember how to do it. How do I do it? Oh, yes. Invite. Copy invitation. Okay. Yeah, I wait for your message. Yeah, I bet I can find you before you find me. There we go. I just dropped you a DM. Shadow alchemy on the spot is amazing. It is. So Aya, you've got a message in your inbox. If you guys have questions, something you want to chat about, go ahead and drop your comments in the comment section. Make sure you say hi so we know that you are on. Yes. If you don't say hi, Rachel can't pull you up. And pick number 2. Aya, you're slow. Let's go. Why am I waiting for? Oh, yeah, you're already there. I'm just, that's funny. Alrighty. Hello, hello. My arms are so stiff from the gym. Oh. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, I'm waiting for your sound, darling.
Oh, hello. Hey.
Hi.
Did I just get chosen?
You
That is
did.
so. All right. Okay. Hey.
You
Wait.
did. And then I called you out 3 times and I'm like, where are you?
I went off because I saw a message from you, so I couldn't hear what you were saying.
Alrighty, that's fine. How you doing?
Nervous.
For what?
I don't know. I guess like what I'm gonna hear.
What don't you want to hear? And the shadow alchemy has already begun.
Being judged. I'm really scared from people in authority that are gonna judge me or like just like
Huh.
yeah.
I'm a person in authority who's going to judge you.
I guess so.
About what?
My choices. So I've been feeling really stuck and I feel like everybody's moving forward and I don't know, I feel like I have a fear that you will judge me because I'm not up to standard with I don't know, I have this idea that I'm not up to standard
Oh,
with
well, what
people.
I'm hearing is the child archetype, comparison, judgment, fear of authority. So why have you chosen, where do you feel you should be exactly? What should you be doing?
Speaking of my mind more, speaking of my
Okay.
mind more,
Why haven't you
and
been doing
haven't I been doing? I mean, the first thing that comes up, like when you ask that, like my mind just went blank. Why haven't you been doing that? And it's like, there's no
saboteur?
like
Yep.
blank.
Your mind has just been hijacked by the saboteur.
Like
So we got to
there's no
get
reason. Yeah.
we got to get a little bit more specific so we can follow the trail.
Yeah.
What have you not been doing that you've been wanting to do and have been procrastinating on and out of fear of judgment?
What have I not been doing out of fear of judgment? Um, so I guess the area where it's showing up the most is that, you know, a year ago, I was doing pretty good. You know, I was doing my tarot reading, I was earning money, I was feeling my power, I was feeling good. And
Yeah.
in the last 6 months, I haven't been doing anything like business related, money related, or any step really
What
to get
happened?
my I want to say I stopped enjoying doing things the same way that I did back then. And then I
Okay.
haven't started doing it in a different way. I haven't, it's like I don't know what is stopping me from doing it differently or like, I just stayed in the spot. I haven't done anything really.
Did you have any ideas come through for you?
Any ideas? They do pop up from time to time, but I don't I either take action on something and I don't hold it. Like I take action and then I'm like, oh, it's not working right away, so I don't do it.
Instant results. Yep. Because
Yeah.
you are attached to outcomes. What are the outcomes that you want to have happen?
Wow. Um.
What are you expecting to have happen?
What am I expecting to happen? Like right now, or
If you have a new idea, what are you expecting to have happen?
like what I want ideally, or what I expect to actually happen?
Both.
Both. I mean, ideally, I wanna be able to show up. I want to be able to actually enjoy the process of showing up and showing up because feels good to me. And it always comes back to like, I'm it feels like it feels like I'm not showing something I'm supposed to. Like I'm not being straight up honest about who I am, and I'm not bringing that forward. And that always feels so constricting. And there's always that fear of like how other people are going to perceive it, or if I'm nervous, how can I show up? And then I don't do it because
Mhm.
I don't do it because I want to feel good before I show up. If that
Yep.
makes sense.
Nope, that's not going to happen. The only reason you don't feel good is because you're too busy worrying about what other people are going to think about you. And you then cloud your channel with those thoughts, and you can't actually hear or say what comes up in the moment for you to say.
Even that I want to say that I helped someone this week, and she was like, I'm so activated, I'm so good. And the entire thing that I heard, the entire thing that's going on in my head, it's like, why are you not enjoying this? Like, oh, you're not really good enough. Like the entire thing. And everybody's like, I feel so
Wow.
good. Like I changed. And that's all I hear inside when
Why isn't that enough? Why isn't that enough for you?
because I'm not feeling as good as I would like.
Yeah, because you're being, what are you expecting you should feel like? Like it's easy, like there's no, like tension
Like
isn't.
there's no so I felt that before. Like there's no inner war going on inside of myself. That's what I
Well,
expected
how
to feel
about
like.
this? How about you stop judging yourself, get out of your own head and be present? The child channel has a problem with being present
Mm.
because you've got all these judgments and expectations, and then it falls back into prostitute about, oh my God, I can't speak my truth. It's not good enough. It should be more, back into child. What are people going to think of me? Back into prostitute. That to you is more important than your actual work. You care more about that bullshit than the fact you're actually being present, helping someone.
Wow. Yeah. That's
Why?
true. I make it matter more.
Why the fuck does that get to matter more?
Wow. Why does that matter more?
Why does that get to matter more? Why do you allow that to matter more? What's so important about entertaining your shadow? Because that's the thing that's in the way of you having fun. Whereas if you were present and you didn't actually pay attention to that stuff, or you actually alchemize it, or actually what you need to do is bust the lies. You actually have to know the truth over and above those lies, and to accept the truth. Otherwise, you're just going to constantly have your shadow pop up into your mind and ruin your work for you. Because it's not the people, it's not the fact that you can do the work. You can absolutely do the work. You've proven it to yourself. Not that you need the evidence.
Well, I didn't even notice I'm making that matter more than actually showing up and being
It
in
benefits
service.
you. It benefits you to do that. It absolutely benefits you to do that, because you don't want to take responsibility and commitment to what you do. Why?
Well, there's a lot of fears. There's like the fear that I'm not going to be able to hold it. I'm not going to be able to pull. I'm not
Well,
going to be able to.
you can't hold it because you don't want to commit to it. If it was important to you, being committed to it, no matter what happened, would be more important than quitting.
Yeah,
Because it
I
feels
used to be
slighted.
like that. I used to be like really like motivated, like in my soul. And then somewhere along the way, it became more about like being validated through it than
Yeah,
actually
because
bringing forward.
somewhere you believe that's more important. Like that's going to prove something about you. Why do you need the validation?
Why do I need the validation? I don't know. I guess it's about like how I'm going to be. There's something about how I'm going to be seen, like how
Why? Look, the only reason we need validation is because we're insecure about something and we're not giving our validation to ourselves. We're not seeing ourselves. So what do you not like seeing about yourself?
I don't like seeing about myself that I'm not perfect. It drives me nuts.
What's
It drives
perfect?
me-
What's perfect? What's your idea of perfect?
I guess being like, people that are unbuttered, out of their head, don't care, like no emotion. They don't have those emotions buttering them or those thoughts creeping in their head and stopping them from doing like they just on flow. And they're
No,
just like
there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people who pretend they put up a good show, and there are a lot of people who don't. There are a lot of people who don't show up for themselves. The people
mm,
that you're looking at are the people you're comparing yourself to. You don't know how to stay in your own lane.
yeah, I compare myself a lot. Like even when it comes to like even the tool, so like shadow alchemy, I've taken it to the place it's like it's either I'm getting to the point where I'm perfect or it's used like perfect as in my idea that I just feel good and there's nothing else. There's no other emotions, no other thoughts bothering, basically.
Yeah, like I said, you're still making those things matter more than your actual work and dedication to it
Mm.
because it benefits
So
you to do that.
it benefits me to do that.
It benefits you to do that. And the fact that you know the modality and you misuse it,
Mm.
using it to become perfect is an incorrect motive. And also you
I
got
mean, I
nobody.
didn't try to use it to become perfect, but I guess that's what I've been doing,
Yeah,
basically.
a lot of people do, you know. We all start out in shadow alchemy because it's going to make us more money, it's going to find us some love, it's going to make us commit to the things that we haven't been committed to. Yes, it does do that, but it's not the primary focus. That those things are a byproduct of it. It's there to give you back to yourself so that you can
Mm.
stop comparing yourself, so that you can stop needing validation from other people. And it doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. You got to decide to value yourself no matter who's around you and what people think about it. So if you had a message to say in your work, what would you say if you weren't afraid of being judged for it? What would happen if you actually spoke out and showed up?
The thing is like I'll be judged because part of what I want to bring forward has to do with me like being vulnerable and what is not going great, and I don't like doing that.
Yeah,
Like
no, it really essentially does, you know.
mm,
But you don't have to confess everything that's imperfect. It's there for you to actually commit
I don't want
to.
to confess everything that's imperfect. I just want to bring all of me, and I feel like sometimes I have to show up a certain way that's not that. Like I have to be yeah, but like, and I
No,
can't sustain it. I just can't. It's
no,
not.
it's not sustainable. You're 100% correct. It's not sustainable. It's inauthentic.
Yeah,
People can see
it
right through
is.
it. People are so sick of fake people.
Yeah.
Why do you think
Exactly. So that's why I'm like, and I think to myself, if I can't show up in that way, can't show up at all. It's either I show up when I'm top, top, top all the time, or it's like
you
I
know
can't show up.
it's okay to show up your way, show your way up into that authentic expression. Because when I started,
Mm.
it was just a commitment to keep showing up more authentically each time. And it got easier every time I did that. It took consistency, commitment to the truth of what it is that you value doing without making the thing that you're doing validate you.
Mm.
You do art is an expression of itself. It doesn't have a reason for expressing itself.
Mhm.
If it does, then it's, it becomes utilitarian.
Yeah. Also, I think I've been showing up in ways that are not authentic, not just in how I'm showing up, but in the ways that I'm doing it. So if I'm not doing it in ways that actually light me up, and I enjoy doing them, I find I'm supposed to show up in a certain way. Like that's the only way I'll get clients, or that's the only way I'll get money, or that's the only
Yeah, well,
way people will
that's not
find
true.
me.
It's not true. How long have you been in the Lux Godhead world for?
I really don't.
You've been in it for a long time.
Yeah.
You don't hold yourself accountable to making yourself accountable, one, to yourself by actually getting really stuck in, and two, by not doing the things that you know you not should, I'm not going to say should, but the things you know you are here to do, because you're comfortable, your basic needs are met, so why change?
Yeah, and then like the question that pops up in my mind is like, what's my next step? And then immediately I'm drawing a blank, even though I just talked to you all this time about like, I think it's just me like making the decision to actually do it, and that's it, and commit, like you
And you
said,
show
commit
up.
basically. I haven't
Yeah,
committed to it.
I
Yeah.
think I've repeated myself enough now, even right now, you know what to do, show up. You've got your gifts, don't insult your gifts by wasting them.
How would you, so you're right, and like what would you do? So I wanted to show up, for example, yesterday, and I got really like a hint that I want to go live on my profile, and I didn't, because I was
Why?
afraid of like, because I was
You do,
nervous, and I
you
didn't
do
want
it
to show up
anyway.
nervous.
You do it anyway. How does anybody begin and get good at doing something? They're
Do it.
nervous. They do it. Do it and alchemize the fallout. And you can out
Like I'm
yourself.
using it as an excuse, basically.
Yes. Your saboteur is basically getting in the way, making you procrastinate, recruiting more excuses. Anyway.
Yeah. Thank you.
Pleasure. I want to hear your activation is to go live about your idea that you had, to commit to it, not back out. And I want to link in my DMs that you did it. I want evidence. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Right. See ya. Okay, let's look at the comments here. What's going on? What's going on? You can spend your life in dreamland and keep putting your dreams off. And then one day becomes never day. I noticed lately getting disapproved by influential figures in my life. Ooh, then you're doing something right. The pang of guilt of thinking I should be doing something wrong, and the feeling of not being safe makes me feel all small and afraid like a child. Yes, comparison. You haven't backed your own authority. Usually I will propel through it and ignoring and suppressing the feeling of shame and fear. How do I alchemize this shit powerfully? Well, you did just join Untribe and Luxor. So the work begins. Natalie, I noticed that I'm getting disapproved by influential figures in my life. I want to hear about that, so when there's a post to write about this kind of experience, you post it on Tribe, give me a little bit of context, and then we go through that. And why is guilt? Okay, so guilt is only there because you're taking outer authorities' opinions as more important than your own expression. Matthew. Sorry, he's playing video games while I do my live. I should be doing something wrong, and the feeling of not being safe. Yeah, so that's prostitute. the safety of the child. Yeah, Claire, I'll give you the link in a seckie. I'm just going to go through the comments. Usually I'll propel through it by ignoring and suppressing the feeling because you don't know what else to do about it. But I know you know shadow alchemy. So why do you let that sit in your system? How do I alchemize this powerfully? We'll go through that in Untribe. Okay, look so naughty in your black conservative outfit. My conservative outfit. My turtleneck. Okay. I wish I could form words, the ones that convey my heart. I feel as if I am not being heard in truth. Why do you need to be heard? Who are you trying to express yourself, to validate yourself through? Jennifer. Your expression is not for anybody else to hear, despite the fact that they will. The ones who appreciate your expression will hear it. And that shouldn't mean anything to you if they do or if they don't, because you're not expressing yourself for anybody else other than you, other than yourself. So that is I'm not sure if I've never spoken to you before, Jennifer, so I'm not sure how new you are to this group and Shadow Alchemy, but Shadow Alchemy is the gift of allowing you to free yourself from the attachments of the need for other people to hear you, attachments from their approval, to validate you, to outsource your sense of self-worth, validation, appreciation, expression. What true artists are here to really do is to be free of the perturbations of other people's opinions and so much more. It just works throughout every area of your life, relationships of all kinds. All right, let's see. Who else? Correcting from a place of detached compassion versus techie lectury vibe. How do I transfer from lectury to a detached mindset? Well, you can only lecture someone if you are trying to force them to be something, to meet, to control what you think is uncontrollable, if that makes sense. And we only want to control things when we're afraid of it. So, then we get all teachery, controlling. Good question. So coaching from a place of detached compassion versus techie lectury vibe. How do I transfer? Okay, I think I just answered that. And what about when we know our truth, but are being judged by authorities in our lives? Wow, it's interesting that we just spoke about that. Those who make it impossible to carry out our basic human needs and rights. Nobody makes it impossible. You just think you're imprisoned by somebody who has the audacity to be certain in themselves as an authority. But really, their authority is not your authority. Your authority is your own. They don't give it to you. You don't ask for it. You don't wait for them to give it to you. That nobody can take away your basic human rights. You play your own game, even if it seems like it in today's crazy world. There are people who will innovate their way out of systems that do not fit them. If that makes sense. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Give me a thumbs up if you understand what I'm saying. Do you understand? So this is also another gift of shadow alchemy. It takes you out of the paradigm of believing you're imprisoned or that your power belongs to someone else, or that someone else can have power over you, over your worth, over your truth, over your authority, over your own self-ownership, over your resourcefulness, you know, over your sense of self-certainty. So this is really the gift of shadow alchemy as well. Hey, Robin, nice to see you. Yeah, hey, Lisa. Okay, we are judged instantly, but why care? Yeah, we are all judged instantly, but why care? When you answer that, you face down the shadow constantly, not instantly. Okay, so Claire, let me give you the link, my darling. Alrighty, so Claire, you've got the link. I write myself notes. I forgive myself completely. What do you need to forgive yourself for? Miss Jennifer. Or in the mirror, little love notes. Be in love with yourself. When you're ready, you should come and join us in Untribe. And then I'll teach you how to really do that. Both Rachel and I will. Be patient with yourself while you're becoming someone you've never been before. Yes and no. Patience and saboteur could develop into procrastination because you're not patient with yourself into it. You already know who you are and what you are. You're just delaying. It's just a choice. So Claire, are you there? Make a to-do list. Comfortability. That's the hardest thing to push past to evolve. It is being comfortable, getting past your comfort. But it's also the most soul torturing thing ever. In fact, it's probably the thing, discomfort in comfort. It's actually the thing that kicks my ass out of it. It's excruciating. You've got all this infinite potential wanting to burst out from the seams. It's maddening. It's like living a life of quiet desperation, as Emerson would say. So if you wanted to stop that, you either begin to utilize your gifts and allow yourself to become an open channel for those things to flow through you, or you accept a life of conformity, comfort, and choose to value that. I don't know how anyone could ever do that. It's inconceivable to me. And then, of course, the depression comes and all the pills and the sleepless nights and the drinking and the binge eating and the Netflix watching and the wasting of your potential. I would rather have the whole world against me than my own soul. Claire Bear, still waiting for you to join. I just dropped the link into your DMs. I see you. Okay, so I see you've gotten it. The whole world's problem could be solved if everybody would just show up. Yeah, self-ownership, absolutely. You must begin. Yes. Okay, Claire Spirit is up next. It's spoken to me again, too comfortable. Ouch. Yes, it should hurt. It should absolutely hurt. Hey, Claire. Claire. It's so funny me chastising my son. Shame he's being so patient. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Hi.
I can hear you. I can hear you. There may be a bit of a time delay.
Might be.
You can always switch off your camera to see if it.
Okay, I'm happy to be here.
Hello.
Hi.
Try switching off your camera, Claire. There we go. Let's see if that's better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great. Well, yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
What are we talking about today?
Doing the work. I would love to know how to alchemize the shadow of money and feeling like that I'm their victim, which doesn't enable me to step into my genius.
What specifically? How? What's going on for you right now?
So for example, I feel like it's really difficult right now to create my own offer, like my own program.
What's difficult about it?
Because I feel a little bit like trapped in a survival fear.
What's the fear
about? Always about losing my house.
Okay.
It always goes back to this really basic fear of not having house, and yeah, it's always like I'm doing very good, but then I guess I get into my self-sabotage, and this cycle keeps repeating.
So what happens? What do you mean? How do you self-sabotage?
I start canceling maybe some sessions, or I find it difficult to even like to promote my services.
Okay, so why do you cancel sessions?
Why what?
Why do you cancel your sessions?
Or postpone? I feel this the self-sabotage because I also feel I'm not getting I'm not being paid enough for the sessions.
Why are you not?
So it's all, yeah. I find it difficult to ask for the price.
Why are you not charging enough for your sessions?
I don't know. I guess I feel not enough to ask for it.
What's not enough about the work you do?
What is what?
What is not enough about the work you do?
I don't know. I feel that when you ask this way, I feel it's more than enough.
So then how is your reason valid?
I feel I connect like how much sessions I sell to my own self-worth. Like
But if you
to my own value.
But if you say that when I put it like that, that it actually, how can that still be true?
How do you mean that?
You said you don't charge enough for your work.
Yeah.
I asked you what's not valuable about your work, because you're undervaluing your work. You said when I put it that way, you know your work is valuable. How can that still be your excuse? What's going to happen if you bring your rates up and sell packages for your work and the transformation that you know is valuable? Is proving it to yourself that getting a transformation is going to prove your worth?
Yeah, I feel afraid that nobody would buy it. Like that's what comes up when you ask.
That's victim. If I charge more for my value of my work, then nobody's going to want to pay that. Why would they not want to pay that if you know the value of your work?
Yeah.
Why would you not be able to sell packages if you 100%, without a shadow of a doubt, know the value and worth of your work?
Mm-hmm.
Write that down. Maybe when this is available again, re-listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
Your job, and you've been sitting on this since March or February.
Yeah.
The shadow has been ruling you since that long. Your job is to hold the tension of valuing your work and enrolling people into your program and showing up for it without sabotaging it. And to get out of your head when you're coaching your clients, because I know you're powerful.
Mm-hmm.
That's your activation. I want to see your coaching package. That's your homework this weekend,
Okay.
the coaching package. And I want a list of prospects you know you're going to be working with. There is no reason for you to be broke. You have phenomenal gifts.
Yeah.
You could make at least 5 clients by the end of next month. You know people, you've got networks, you've got clients from before. You can see their timelines. You can see what's next for them. Hold that vision and help them get there. You are your first client. You do the work, you can help others get there.
Okay.
Can I get your verbal agreement?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Okay.
I feel that, like I know that I'm very powerful, so it just doesn't make sense, right? So yeah.
No, it benefits you to use that illegitimate excuse. It's not real.
Okay.
You're also comfortable. You need to learn to hold the tension of the truth and enjoy it. It's a game.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that.
Thank you.
Okay. Commit to your work, value it, stop using that excuse because it's not valid anymore. It's irrelevant. Okay, so by Monday latest, I want that list of prospects, both present and past clients and clients you have your eyes on. And I want to see a coaching package, the price, the structure, the transformation you offer, and why it's valuable.
Okay. Let's do
All right.
it. Thank
Let's
you.
do it. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Don't insult your gifts. Don't insult your gifts, for God's sake. Okay, so it's spoken to me again. Too comfortable. Ouch. Yes. Don't insult your gifts. Natalie, having figures of authority act disapproving towards me, correcting me, cutting me off, rejecting my input, makes me feel small, insignificant, wrong, stupid, and it hurts. So stop throwing your pearls before swine. Wrong audience. And also, who cares? Makes me feel small and insignificant. It's almost as if my brain is in survival mode and makes me feel unsafe so I can get back to my own lane. So prostitute child here makes me feel unsafe so I can get back to my lane. Being compliant, agreeable, team player, part of the tribe to ensure security, safety of the tribe. I think you should play with that a little bit more. You don't ask for permission, you just do. Even if you sit down, shit it down in your pants. Dear Madelain, speaking for me too. Good. Don't understand. How do I connect? Okay, we will. Thank you. Commit to it and show up. Yes. Don't sabotage your stuff, guys. How about real children's safety? My babies have been taken and I have been judged for a serious crime that I did not commit. Whew, that is a heavy question. That I won't answer on here. That belongs in Untribe. And there's a woman in Untribe at the moment who is facing stuff like this. There's another woman who also went through this. And it's really about you standing up in your warrior about what you're committed to being involved in with your children as a mother. And I speak from experience too. How does that apply to mandates, for example? You got to ask me a more specific question in that, because if this is in relation to something I said earlier, I can't remember. Stephanie. Oh, okay. Well, let me have a stab at it because I think I remember. So them having sovereignty over our movements. Again, the answer is still innovation. There are going to be people who are going to form their own co-ops, own businesses, new business models, new infrastructures, new economic infrastructures. Hang out with those people. How to connect to our genius consistently. Stop telling yourself lies, which is what shadow alchemy is for. Once you know the truth, you have to commit to knowing the truth. You can't go back to sleep because that's what you're committing to then. It's both feet in, because 1 foot in is both feet out. You show up no matter what. And you can't do that without having that change of heart about it, which is a full-on commitment to it. And your genius doesn't come until you've mastered your gifts. The genius won't be insulted the way you fool around with your gifts. Not a chance. Okay, I'm still waiting for somebody else to do the work. Yes, you are. Like I said, you're in your child channel, Aya. Major child. I'm going to go deep and see what I truly want. No, it's not about you truly getting to see what you want. You already know what your gifts are. It's about committing to them and choosing to value it instead of wishing it was something different so that it wouldn't feel so difficult. Because I can promise you the next thing that you try to commit to is also going to feel just as difficult, because you're outsourcing from different areas, hoping that something will take without you putting much effort and backing it up with a commitment. It's going to take friction. You don't like friction. Learn to love the friction. When I go to the gym, nobody loves to work out in the beginning, but eventually the euphoria comes through the burn. Up levels are going to require friction. And it's not about letting God speak through you to change lives. You're not here to save anyone with your gifts. That is just a byproduct of your authentic expression. You're not here to do things for other people. You're not here to save other people. You're here to play your game with the best, the most pristine, energetic mastery. Everybody's here for their own game. They don't need you to save them, even though they think they do. And if it seems like it, they don't. Okay. Yeah, feeling safe and normal and consistent. My brain's keeping telling me I'm safe and cozy. It's boring as fuck. Exactly. All right. So I think Jennifer Lynn should be after Claire. So Jennifer Lynn, if you're here, send me a DM. And we can get the third party started. And then I'll drop you the link. So send me a DM, Jennifer. If you got to friend me first, I think. I don't know if that's going to work, but send me a DM. Oh, here we go. Whoa, she sent me a very long ass message though. I have to jump off this live chat. I don't know if I found this group on page Facebook. Okay, so Rachel, choose somebody else for us, please, darling. You are me. You're me. I will reply to you a little bit later, Jennifer. Rachel says, discomfort in comfort. Story of my life. I've been chosen to rewrite rather than just burn the book and write the same story all over again. Love that. Yeah, pills and drinking and Netflix watching equals me. Oh, Robin. Okay, boom. I would rather have the whole world against me than my own soul. Yes. You got to commit to that. Then the world is your oyster. What a cliche. Christine Norris. Are you still here, Christine? If you are, drop me a DM. Okay, cool. Christine, it would be lovely to chat to you. I'll pull you up. Euphoria comes through the burn. Learn to love the friction. Yes, Natalie. You are not here to save someone with your gifts. No. They will use your gifts to transform their lives. Just like Shadow Alchemy is. You can't join Shadow Alchemy for the wrong reasons. It's not here to save you, despite the fact that it will. Well, you will save yourself by using it. By becoming yourself. So that you know that the power truly lives in you, not outside of you. Such a paradoxical gift. Innovation is what I keep getting to. Yes, exactly. And Stephanie, you are flippin' innovative. Trying to make it into a game. Yeah, I was down and out in my lowest. And it was the best game I ever played. It was like, there's nothing to lose. There's nothing to lose. And no matter how much I gain, there's still nothing to lose. I mean, I'm just thinking about this year on the Lux Godhead team. And I had a goal, but I held my goal loosely because the goal didn't mean anything about me. It's just a game. Genius won't manifest without you claiming your gifts and mastering them and honoring them and completely submitting and surrendering to them. Genius won't tolerate you fucking around, despite the fact that it's a game. All right, let's see here. Yes, Rachel, yes, Christine, it's you, my darling. It's not a mistake. I've just dropped you the link. Thank you so much. You're welcome. So as soon as I see you in my Zoom, I'll admit you. Layla, so fucking good. What if you are not present in your gifts? Many people are missing clarity. Yeah, so their gifts won't ever really come through. They will be intermittent, they'll come and go. Other things will get in the way. if you are not wholly present to your gifts will come through all distorted. It will take a very long time. It will feel like it's never catching, stuff like that. All right, so Christine is here. Hey, Christine, can you hear me? I'm just waiting for your mic to come online. Christine, are you there? Oh, okay, I see your mic. You just got to unmute yourself. Maybe I can try and unmute you. I don't know. Hold on. Don't you just love technical issues? Still can't hear you. Are you having mic issues, Christine? You could try from your phone. Oh, I'm trying to unmute myself. I can't seem to. Check your mic, your settings. Oh, you are on your phone. Okay, well, let's have a look here. Yeah, there's not much I can do from my side for you, Christine. So if we don't get to chat tonight, then I'll drop you my calendar link and then we can have 10 minutes on a call. How about that? Give me a thumbs up or like yes in the comments, and then Rachel can choose somebody else for tonight. And then I'll just, do 10 minutes with you another time. All right. So Rachel, if you're still there, could you pick someone else for us, please, darling? Well, Rachel picks. Let's see what people are saying here. Lexi. I don't know what Rex on reorientating when your well-tuned sense of truth and skills and process completely disappear. I don't know what that means. After years of advanced shadow alchemy. I don't know what Rex means. Rex on what? Rex on reorientating when your well-tuned sense of truth and skill and process completely disappear. After years of advanced shadow alchemy. When it seems like it is not even a matter of accessing those truths, skills, and processes again. That is no longer relevant. When it happens in such a stark way, that is like am I reading this right? The wiliest saboteur of all time, and also has me considering whether I am now a walk-in, dealing with spirit that has not done those years of shadow alchemy, just endlessly revolving amongst options of skills and know that no longer feel alive. No, that's not a walk-in, my darling. Not at all. And another really good place to talk about those sorts of things is the group Going Sane. Lorna talks a lot about that kind of stuff in there. So reach out to me and Rachel if you're not in that group yet. It's only $50 a month. I think everybody should be in there. $50 a month is nothing. Okay, is there someone whispering in the background? Yeah, that's my son playing video games. Your environment, Madelain, such a trippy effect. He is a trippy kid, actually. I'm just checking here to see, Rachel, if you've picked someone else. Robin. Oh, Robin. Hazen Flung. Oh, fuck. I can't even say your surname. Robin, are you there? Or did we just pick Lexi? Okay, so no, it's Robin. Robin, send me DM. Oh, recommendations. What's Rex? Recommendations. Okay, I will circle back to that question and reread it because oh, I'm confused, Rachel. Who is it? Robin or Lexi, darling? Okay, if Robin is off, Lexi, I'm going to drop you the link. Sorry for messing you around. Rachel picked you. Let's go. So I just dropped you the link, Lexi. Yeah, Rachel, we'll go with Lexi, my darling. All right. Lexi's already here. That's quick. Hello, Lexi. Or Lex, you're going to have to tell me how to say your name. Hello. Just waiting for you to unmute your mic. There we go.
A moment.
Just waiting for you to unmute your mic.
Unmute you on the other.
On Facebook.
Okay. Is that? Yes, I think that's correct. Hello.
Perfect. Hi, how are you?
Ooh, I'm okay. I'm a little bit nauseated and hopped up on like cacao.
Oh, and that's nice. Some raw cacao.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky you. I've got some in my kitchen. It's got some nootropics in it though. I got it from this woman who makes vegan food. It's so amazing. She's like the real deal. So Lexi, are you new in Lux Godhead?
I just re-entered the field a couple weeks ago. I was in Lux Godhead last year up until like March or April of this year.
What happened?
Why did I leave the field?
Yeah.
It was feeling it felt like it was time for it to have an upgrade, and it was feeling kind of severe for me. So
got it.
All right. Left, so then I was called back. So now I'm back and it feels great and I'm happy to be
well, it's
back.
nice to meet you. We do have a new team.
Yeah, I'm loving this new team. Thank you all so much for tending it.
Oh, it's my honor. It's really my honor. So Lexi, what do you want to chat about today?
One thing. Coming to identify and commit to one gift, one skill, one offer. Because that was part of what I just wrote you. It's just like, I'm just revolving.
I'll read it again. I'll circle back to that for sure. So you got a lot of ideas coming through.
Yeah, for years and years.
Right. Yeah, no, that's.
Some of them feel like the time has passed and they're dead. And it's actually overwhelming to the point where I'm like, are they all dead? Is it just time to like, none of that is even relevant anymore?
Yeah. Well, okay. So what I'm hearing is that you've got to let the things that are past go. And if the things are important enough to show up, they will again. And then you got to stop procrastinating and act on them immediately. Because that is how you will learn to know. Makes sense?
Yeah, it does make sense.
Nonsense.
Yeah, the sense and the nonsense.
That is how you start sorting it out from here on out.
Mm-hmm. In the past, which like In the past, I've felt very overwhelmed by the amount of intuitive hits and the amount of information. And that happens sometimes in the present too. I'm like, there's so many different things.
So
And
write it all down when it comes through, and then you'll fill the ones that are for, like some of them will be really advanced. That's for later. Do what's relevant for you and your life now, because that will require your upgrades in the present. It'll be relevant for you to step into and to speak about from experience.
Mm. Yeah, the
The
very
other-
now.
Yeah, and the other
Yeah.
ideas will be for later.
Okay. Yeah, the very now has felt especially humbling because it seems way
Perfect.
less advanced than where I've been in the past.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
like, ugh.
But
I have to show up visibly now from this place
yeah,
where I feel
it's
so.
now brilliant.
Mm,
And there's nothing wrong with where you are right now.
mm,
You collapsed from that place because you didn't set the groundwork properly.
mhm.
That's all.
Yeah,
And
the
that's
humbling, being
yeah.
brought back to the ground. I think it
Yeah.
comes from the word ground, right?
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with being there. You can't build anything without it. And it meant that whatever was made you fall down needed to happen, because that wasn't based on the truth, whatever that may have been, whether it's appearances for the stakes, for whatever, all the other shadowy reasons that we do things for. It didn't come from a place of complete and utter self-acceptance and truth. That's all. There's nothing more, nothing less. It doesn't mean anything more or less.
Mm.
You're gifted, and now you have to learn to mature into it from the ground. Strong,
Mhm.
really, really clear foundation.
Yeah, I thought that I had that, so there's been some disillusionment there. And
Yeah, right. That's great.
I worked so hard at having that strong foundation, and then
Eventually, if that happens again, you'll be there, and then you just build the ground in, because you energetically match it immediately. And there's nothing else to do this with anymore. It's just here. Instant recognition. It's how you set that foundation.
Yeah,
And you go there.
I have a question. So it felt like in some ways that I was trying to outsource the ground through members of a team, which I thought was important. And then that team didn't seem to be the kind of ground that I needed. And so now I'm at a point where I still feel the need for that, but I keep getting a lot of external feedback that I'm trying to have other people do my work, but I don't feel that way. I feel like I need a team.
Those people have to be in their own ground in order for that to happen.
Mm.
They can't be.
Oh yeah, thank you for that. Because that is what's been realized.
They got to be in their gifts. They got to love their gifts. They got to love playing that part.
Yeah, that's
authentic.
Yeah,
same as you.
Mhm.
And those are the people you attract, because you are that.
Mhm.
Mhm. So welcome back to Luxor.
Thank you.
Lorna teaches a lot about what's for now, what's for later in Luxor Lab.
Luxor Lab. Okay.
Luxor Lab. And
Yeah.
then I do the shadow alchemy part, so that you can keep doing that without doing this.
Yeah, that has felt awful. I'm not interested in doing that anymore.
Also, this is how it's felt for me this year. Is it used to be like this for me.
Mhm.
Now it's like this. And I'm looking back and I'm saying, I'm here, but why does it feel like I'm stepping back? Oh, because that's what closing the gap feels like.
Mm. Okay,
different.
so when you were doing that, I was like, well, there was a time where I was doing this, and then
Yeah.
it was like I went bleh. But
Yeah,
then
because
sometimes,
somewhere illusion got you.
yeah. But then sometimes I'm like, wait, am I actually still kind of here, or am I all the way down here? So
Yeah.
yeah.
So at that point, you gotta, when you're like that, you have to this is where magician comes into play. Your circumstances as you create change are gonna feel like they're dissolving. And
Mhm.
that's where we have potential to fall down like that, because we'll buy into the illusion of the change and make it mean something
Mm.
to past associations, when it's the clearing out of the old foundation so you can fortify it and bring it up like that.
Mhm.
And be the eye of the storm, knows how to see through the illusion of what's happening so that you're doing this in actuality.
Yes. Yes.
A
Yes.
practical example I'll give you was when I did hit rock bottom, and this was after a breakup, and I had zero money, and I had I'd quit my coaching business. So I had zero, I had no plan. My plan was to actually, I did this, I think it was clients on demand. I did spend a lot of money, burnt out, failed. I was hustling my butt off, doing all the systems and things, but it was actually a dissolution of what was no longer meant to be for my upgrade, including my my relationship. Things seemed to get worse. Moved in with my friend who had 3 kids. Shared a 1-bedroom with my son. And then Shadow Alchemy found me. I knew it was the truth. I acted on the truth. And I remember solidifying in my mind the truth of my surroundings look like they do. I could either allow that to take me out, or I could see through it and know that this is happening for me. It's meant to happen so that I can build my life. And I did. And I did that. And then I upgraded, and then did that, and then upgraded, and did that.
Yeah. The breakdown for the breakthrough.
No matter how things look around you, even if I was living in the dingiest of circumstances, and then I upgraded, and then it still looked like that. Other people would judge me for it, but I didn't care. I had my own back. I had no self-doubt of what I was doing, of what I was committed to doing. It's the strangest, most euphoric feeling to back yourself that way and not allow the outside voices of people who are testing you, because they have their shadow projections, which have nothing to do with you, or even how you think your circumstances are compared to how you used to think. Because once you know the truth, you know the truth. You don't think like that anymore. You can't relate to it. I couldn't even relate to my physical circumstances, even though I accepted them. I accepted the ground. And then I landed clients in that 1-bedroom with my son sleeping next to me in my bed with a shitty computer. So that's all. Thank God for shadow alchemy. You got to learn to see through the light archetypes instead of the shadow archetypes, because that's how you alchemize the shadow. You believe the truth. If the truth is not enough to believe, then you create shadow. All right.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see how you practically apply it.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great evening.
You too.
All righty. All right. One more scan through the comments before we end tonight's live. Jumping off to rejoin my bri. Awesome coaching. Natalie, I'm going to come looking for you. She collapsed because her floor wasn't firm. Yeah. And we all do. We all need that, because if we don't know where it's not firm, because we built it so unconsciously, we need to have a look at it. Okay. Recommendations, and yes, wireless, skilled and gaining an advantage, especially Deceitfully. Ooh, yes, Lexi, yes. So, Krista, please message me for your 10 minutes. I'll drop you my link, my darling. Okay, so recommendations on reorientating when your well-tuned senses of truth and skills and process completely disappear. Okay, so I think I pretty much answered that. All right, I think we got all the comments. Guys, thank you for joining tonight. It's always super fun to be with you. And I look forward to doing this next week, Friday. So if you have friends who belong in this group, you know, your spiritual friends, the friends who you know are trying their best to become conscious, but they're missing an essential component to their energy mastery. It's always great to bring them into a group to have only the eyes of 1,000 people on them, but to have people who are, you know, energetically trained to do this. So I myself am apprentice to Lorna, and Rachel is apprentice to both me and Lorna. So there are people out there who can spot you. You know, one thing I'll say before I go is that we all think that we can do it by ourselves. And yes, you can, to a point, until you get face to face with your biggest trials. And then you do need eyes on you. And eventually we don't do it because we need it anymore. We do it because we choose it. It's fun. It's a game. You get to that point eventually. So if you guys have any questions, you can continue to comment in the thread underneath this video. Invite your friends into this group. Why not share with them the gift of, no longer living a life of quiet desperation and powerlessness, to become the innovators of your world and your life, and to bring your gifts through you to create, because that's what we're here for. We're creators. We're not here to be anything less than that. All right. Hope you guys have a fantastic Friday. Happy weekend. And I will see you guys on the flip side. Bye, y'all.